What is good, everybody? What is good? Big Game James. Let me see if you can hear me right quick. What is good, everybody? What is good? There it is. There it is. So we are live in an effect. Let's see right here. I'm gonna let some people jump in the room right quick before we get started off. Whether you're on Facebook or you are on the YouTube channel currently today, what's going on, JJ? The mind been a long time since I talked to you, big dog. I'm just setting up a few more things, then we'll jump right into it. First of all, how's everybody doing out there? Whether you're on the Facebook or you're on the YouTube channel, make sure that you check this out. This is powered by JJAANN. 2 J's, 2 A's, 2 N's, powered by them today as we talk about training, minicamp, OTAs going on and minicamp in the building. Yeah, man, it's been a long time since I talked to you, so it's good to see you back in there. Keep on coming in the building. Like I said, we're going to have our little session as we do on Wednesday. Hopefully we'll get the panel calling in so we can get some people talking about what's been going on in minicamp. Another day in minicamp today. A little scared today. Some good things that happened today, but a little scared. Yesterday was kind of the defense that kind of did its thing yesterday in minicamp, and today it was the offense. If you listen to the guys out there are watching the Kyle Humans, who we are going to have on the show on the 20th. We confirmed that today. We'll have him on the show on the 20th. And we also have Michael Gelkin coming back on the show as well. This is the final word, that is. We got a confirmation from him. So we're going to have two of those guys back to back. So they're going to be able to break down what they're seeing in camp more than anything else. Hold on one second, Marv. Just go inside to your, just like you did before, the JJAANN app. If you haven't downloaded, go ahead and just download it to your app, your tablet, your cell phone, device. And all you got to do is hit my name and you'll go right in there and have a drink and you'll be right in there. But let me see if I can pull it up on my end. Yeah, I think I can do it on my end. This may be it right here. I'm going to post it. Okay, I'll be waiting for you, JJ. Make sure you jump in. I just posted a link right now. You should be able to come in. So if you're trying to come in, the link, and you're trying to jump on the show, go ahead and tap that link. I think I just posted it right there. You'll be able to come right in. But as we talked about before, there you go. There you go, Marv, with your raspy voice. What up, big dog?
What up, family? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How you doing today?
Oh, I'm good, man. Just been chilling, working. I'm on your show while I'm working.
That's all right. Hey,
Yeah.
that makes me feel special. If you turn on the show while you're working, that makes me feel good, dog. Well, I mean, we could jump right into it. But man, it's been minicamp the last couple of days. We already went through the OTAs. Minicamp is the second day of minicamp. I believe it concludes tomorrow. And we had some excitement today. Big bomb by Dak to Brandon Cooks. The offense looked really sharp and crisp today. Obviously, we had a little damper. CeeDee Lamb had a little twisted ankle, but he seems to be okay. But
yeah, he'll be
a lot of good things are coming out of camp right now. I made a video that I'm definitely drinking the Kool-Aid on this defense. Kind of how are you feeling? Have you heard anything from camp? Because I've heard a lot of things. What have you kind of felt since mini camp is going on? Because They've been saying Kelvin Joseph. Mike McCarthy said this is the best he's been playing since he's been playing in the nickel. They're saying Jalen Tolbert's looking strong, looking confident. He's looking crisp in his routes. He's looking together. We already talked about Brandon Cooks. We got one more guy. I can't think of him, but the guy. Oh, Jabril Cox. That's who we were talking about. A lot of people talking about. Mike McCarthy talked about him specifically. Like he said, he feels better about that knee. And he had a couple pass breakups to basically end the scrimmage yesterday, and the defense won. Kind of, what's your kind of thoughts as I tell you about those guys that we've been wanting to step up? How you kind of feel about that?
I'm liking it, man. I like they stepping up because, like you said it before, the 2021 squad that came in with the DB, if they step their game up, the Cowboys gonna be dangerous. So it look like number one. And then I like I keep saying before you got on here, everybody turned on that DB because the situation what happened. But he did the right thing. We ain't gonna get into that. But he did the right thing when the guy turned himself in because he didn't want to be part of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like me and you could go out and I did something stupid and you ain't had nothing to do with it.
Right.
And you said, Ma, man, you better turn yourself in. I'm not going to because you did that dumb stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I had to turn myself in. So, but everybody hating on the guy. And number 30, he used to get torched every time. And then he started getting better and better.
Mm-hmm.
You got to remember, Kelvin Joseph been really like 2 years a corner. He went to LSU, then he transferred to Kentucky, and he did good. And you saw the film when he was playing safety too. He was checking all the receivers. The guy is so talented. They like everybody, oh man, the first person gonna be gone is Kelvin Joseph. No, I'm gonna say it again. You know me, I'm Cap Boy. Cap Boy is telling y'all right now, if y'all got a favorite player that's older, and you know what I'm about to say, Big James, and he's a corner, and he worth $6 million, and he's on injury reserve, I'm gonna say this to all the Comcast guys, podcast, and the guys that y'all be talking to, Big James. I'm telling you right now, I'm Cowboy. I'm keeping Kelvin Joseph because he's very good on special teams. That's one. 2, I got 2 years left on a cheap contract. 3, I'm drafting cornerbacks. I got Dan Quinn anyway. So that cornerback that they just got, that they went up and got,
right?
That means number 3 is getting cut. That $6 million is going. If y'all want to keep Diggs, that's where the money's going to. That $6 million is going to him. I'm sorry. So you could cuss me out and keep running your mouth like y'all talking like y'all know everything. All you big dumb podcast guys, even the guy on TV, Kelvin Joseph is here for 2 more years. Number 3 is getting cut. That $6 million I'm giving to Diggs. Sorry, because I got 24 that can play corner and safety. I don't need number 3 no more. So when you get on there, Big James, I get so mad. I be want to jump on the shows and turn them people up. You tell everybody, MJ gonna get you big games. You got to get me on one of them shows because I'm gonna go to head with anybody. I want to turn to them, Big James, because they be thinking, they be knowing what they talking about. And look, Big James, what I just called myself, I'm Cap Boy. Big James, you know what Cap Boy gonna do? Big James, who is he gonna cut? The young guy that's 22, that run a 4-3-4-2, that play good on special teams, or he gonna cut the 27-year like he did Ezekiel Elliott? Who he's gonna cut, Big James, to save that money?
I mean, it makes sense. You feel me? It makes sense with everything you're saying. It makes sense. But the only thing I would say would be different would be the coach. But it totally makes sense from where you're coming from, and I totally feel you. What you're saying, especially if Kelvin Joseph is grasping on like they're saying. If he's grasping on like they're saying, then you can't, I mean, honestly, you can't get rid of a young guy with all those attributes, physical attributes, especially if the mind is coming around, because you already got Bland, you got Mukamo, you got Diggs, You got Gilmore. Why wouldn't you not want to keep a Kelvin Joseph, especially if he plays that nickel tough? That makes the team that much better because you got Bland in there. Bro, now you're looking scary, and we already feel good about our safeties, right? We already feel good about that safety core back there. Three guys that have been around because it was huge bringing Dono back. So the key to me, honestly, is a Kelvin Joseph because Bland proved he could do it. You feel me? We know what Gilmore can do. We know what Diz can do. We've been waiting on Kelvin Joseph to step up. And
that's the one they waiting for.
We've been waiting up for Kelvin Joseph to take that next level and take that next step. So because of that, that's why he could be the key, in my opinion.
He's the key
because we already know about other guys. You get what I'm saying? We know about other guys.
Yeah,
he is the key. If he gets it from that cornerback spot that we've been wanting to step up, dog. This defense, like I said, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid on that more than anything else. And speaking of things, Marv, I got BJ on here. He's a content creator. You know what I'm saying? He's on here right now. What's up, Mr. BJ Nix? You know what I'm saying? Now, since BJ's on here, my guy Smoke 4 is on here. I want to ask you quick, BJ. Marv says, if there's a choice between a Kelvin Joseph and a Jordan Lewis?
Jordan Lewis cut. He's gone.
Cut.
$6 million.
Who's staying? BJ?
That's going to Diggs. That's going to Diggs. That money going to Diggs, brother. They keeping all them young boys. Sorry, y'all could cry me a river. He's gone.
Hey, man, we got to pause for the cause on that, Big Game and Marv. We got to pause for a second. Now, look, let me be very clear here. I want Kelvin Joseph to walk through the door. And, shout out to Mike McCarthy, and he talked about it in his press conference the day before minicamp day 2, and he said the best stretch of football that he's played for the Cowboys since he's been here, right? That's meaningful. And to kind of go a little bit further down the path of what Mike McCarthy talks about with Kelvin Joseph today at the presser, him playing slot is letting him understand what the defense is trying to do and making him better on the outside.
Yes.
So there's that one as well. And then the third point, and I'll end on this with the McCarthy presser, a bigger slot, if you will, a bigger slot when they're talking about him. But with all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it's Jordan Lewis over Kelvin Joseph for me.
Jordan Lewis getting cut, Jay. I'm sorry. He's gone. Wait, Big James, tell her who I am on this show. Tell who I am, Big James.
He's Mr. Cowboy, dog.
I'm Mr. I'm Cowboy number 2. I'm Stephen Jones' favorite son on here. I'm sorry, guys. I'm Kelvin Joseph. Hey, Coach Marv, here it is. Coach Marv gonna tell you, he's hurt, and then they drafted another corner that's doing good. He's gone, guys. I'm sorry, he's gone.
Coach, here's the problem though. They could have got the $6 million back and got rid of him. It wouldn't matter, and they chose not to. They've already came out on record and said he might start on the pup. And as soon as they say he might start on the pup, to me, in-house says he's here. I don't disagree with the money, Marv. I'm not disagreeing with the money and things that they can do. And of course, we got to talk about Scott and what he's been doing so far in this program as well, but neither here nor there. But whenever they had that, they talk about, he's coming along. He's going to start probably on the pup. When you're talking about starting on the pup, and that's in the regular season, they could have got the $6+ million. Man, he's here, dog. For better or worse, and no matter how many, I'm not telling nobody how to play.
That's good.
But I think they're telling us he's going to be here.
What do you feel about that?
Well, he'll be a.
Hold on, Coach. Marv. What's up, JT? He's in the building. How you feel about that, Smoke? We talking about Jordan Lewis, Kelvin Joseph. We've just been on that subject. What do you feel? Do you feel like if what BJ just said, that if he's starting on the PUP, he's probably basically on the team? Or do you feel like, hey, we need to go ahead and give these young guys a shot and go ahead and continue with the youth movement? What's your thoughts, Smoke?
Well, good afternoon, Big Nix, Coach, and JT. Let's see how y'all got this after this evening, man. So that's hard to say, brother. If they're saying what they're saying about Kelvin Joseph, bro, it's hard to say no to him. But you're not gonna get rid of a vet that actually was playing his tail off before he got hurt. Like he was actually Jordan Lewis. Even last year, big. I mean that dude was actually playing his tail off.
He
And
was,
like
but before
he got hurt.
before you say that though,
But he
Smoke,
played in one game good.
he
He was getting torched
he
sometime, guys.
was
Yeah, he
Don't
was
take
getting
up
torched
on.
sometime. I can't
he
lie.
was
He
he
was torched.
wasn't
I
all
played
the way.
corner. He was getting
He
killed.
wasn't all the way. He wasn't all the way. I would say he was. I say he was in between. But the point
Yeah.
I'm seeing is this, and I see what you're saying, BJ. My thing is this: the age factor, and if he starts on the PUP, are we looking at the age factor? Because at the end of the day, we want a Kelvin Joseph. I'm sure they want Kelvin Joseph to continue. If you got rid of a Kelvin Joseph who's 22 or 23, and you kept a Jordan Lewis, is Jordan Lewis going to be on the team next year, the year after that?
James.
No.
I think I do have the answer to all
All
this.
All right,
so.
go ahead.
Don't do the Tristan Hill move when we should have kept the big defensive tackle we drafted from Arkansas, and then you thought you could slide him in the Redskins. Trust me, as soon as you cut Kelvin Joseph, he will be on the Redskins or somebody. Trust me.
But I think I do have the answer to the equation here, though, guys. Smoke, Marv, Big Game, JT. I think I have the answer to the equation, though, because in big games, stop me if I'm wrong. Now, Steve likes to have his cake and eat it too, and when I say that, I'm talking about these old, what we like to call, compensatory picks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, if you keep Jordan Lewis for one more year, guess what you get?
Compensatory pick.
A pick.
A comp pick.
Right.
But pause though.
Right.
We're talking about Jordan Lewis. We're talking about Jordan Lewis and Kelvin Joseph, right? Who's the name we didn't mention? Who's the name we didn't mention yet? We haven't heard anything about in minicamp or OTAs yet, outside of Ebane
25.
Clark.
25.
That might be the ultimate out with Deshaun Wright if they can keep the other two guys. And then now, hey, our second round pick is still here. They develop, do everything. Oh, and by the way, forget the money. We're going to keep Jordan Lewis here to get that comp pick in that formula next year in the offseason.
Now I can see.
But
I can see from that perspective, BJ, with the Deshaun Wright, because he was already hanging on the thread last year. Because Kelvin Joseph wasn't playing, but at least he was playing on special teams. Deshaun Wright was not even getting on the field at all.
He's giving you something.
Yeah, he wasn't getting on the field at all.
something.
And the only reason why Deshaun Wright really got on the field is because of injury. And he basically was forced into action. Now, I don't think he played terrible. And he played hard. So, and I feel like they still want to look at that. But if I were to listen to what you were saying on that, I would agree with that statement that you could keep a Jordan Lewis, release a Deshaun Wright, and you still kept a Kelvin Joseph, and you're like, well, we still got Joseph, our second round pick. And at the end of the day, a lot of us feel Deshaun Wright was overdrafted. In honesty, if we really ask ourselves, a lot of us feel that Deshaun Wright was overdrafted when he came out of college anyway. We won't really trip if he is released, because he was almost got released last year, but we needed that depth. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Rico?
Hey, let me chime in right here, big gang. Hey, what's up, fellas? I'm back on the. Hey, I ain't even gonna lie. When you said Deshaun Wright, I believe Deshaun got drafted right when Deshaun got drafted in. I'm gonna be real, cause he was a 6th round pick. He got drafted where he gonna get drafted right now. So if he get released, it ain't no loss. It ain't no loss.
Now, and especially JT, especially with Scott coming into the building now too.
And he was already running with the first team because they've already feeling good about the way he's playing. Although he is a rookie, you still look at the upside, the size of him, and the upside, and the way he played. And plus, they moved up to get him, so that changes.
And he got
a game.
And he got hops.
They didn't just move up. They actually traded a pick from next year to come back into the draft to get him.
Yeah, yes.
And we know how they treat these draft picks.
They doing that. You automatically pretty much got a spot. If they did that, you here for at least a year, and you here at least for a year. If they did all that, they don't play around with them picks and trading picks. They ain't playing around.
Big James.
And this is the other point too. The first presser of the minicamp day one, Guess who Mike McCarthy talked about? Wasn't Deshaun Wright? It was Scott. Man, the fix is in. The fix
But
is
Big game. But the good thing for Deshaun, and I'm glad for all the players, if they cut you, it don't mean you cut. They just cut you for 24 hours, then they put you back on the practice squad, and he still makes $600,000. Right. So if nobody don't get him, you see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he still will be here. He still will be here.
That's the reason why I'm glad we brought in Gilmore, because he actually gonna show like DeJuan Bland and all the rest of them.
Yeah.
How you defend the ball, how you make contact with your receiver, and basically show them how to get it done. I'm glad he in there because we needed that veteran presence.
Yeah, for sure.
JT,
Coach Moore, what's up, Coach Moore?
Coach Moore.
What's up, Rico?
JT, bro.
What's up, Coach? How y'all doing, man?
Cool, man. What Gilmore will provide, bro. Gilmore will provide the championship breed that we don't have on this team, but we have it now with him. Because
that's what we're missing.
He's been there so many times. He's been in every situation like that. And guess what? That would help us out, man, because we're missing somebody that we never had on his defense and on his team. And somebody that had a Super Bowl recently. You feel what I'm saying?
Right. So we ain't had that since Deion Sanders, baby.
We haven't had somebody like since Deion Sanders, bro. I'm telling you,
Force multiplier.
We are really cool to be a championship run team right now, but people are just having worries and doubts. They haven't lost nobody, man.
Hey, go follow nobody. Hey, go follow me on Twitter. Look, Big Game is drinking the Kool-Aid on the defense. I'm all the way in. I'm not saying the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. It's on Twitter. I'll tell people to bookmark it. I don't care. I absolutely watching 12-5, the progress of what we're getting on offense now. I think it's a done deal with the NFC, how it looks. I think the Cowboys will be in the NFC Championship game. Sorry, James. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid.
That's okay. Go ahead, Rico. Hold on. Go ahead, Rico.
Can I say this? What's up, everybody on the panel? How everybody doing tonight? Hey, Coach, I got a bone to pick with you, Coach Meyer. You said something last night on the final word. That I didn't totally agree with you with, and I wanted to get your understanding on this. Okay, we was talking about last year in the playoffs against San Francisco. Right. You heard just like I heard when what's the guy y'all was talking with, Big Game James? I forgot his name. Brian Broaddus. What? Tell me if I'm right or wrong. Didn't he say that Davis got into it when one of those coaches, one of the sponsors in the building, because he wanted a little bit more playing time. He felt like he deserved a little bit more playing time, and then he got on somebody's shit list to where he couldn't get on the field when we needed him to get on the field. Yep. And what I didn't agree with, I don't know, and Coach, this is what I was trying to say. Me personally, in that situation, that's break the glass. I don't care if you got a problem with this guy or not. This is the playoffs. We playing for something. And I was upset because when Dak shot the ball hot to Zeke and he was right in front of the goal line, he was right there at the 1 or the 2 goal line, and he dropped the ball. I really believe this young dude could have got in and made a little bit of a difference if it wasn't a big difference. Because once they see Zeke in the game by himself and Tony was out, I feel like them dudes was licking their chops and saying, Zeke ain't doing nothing. And I feel like that dude Davis, they didn't have enough film on that guy to really game plan for him. And I feel like in that playoff game, we should have put him on the field, whether he succeeded or he failed. So that's what I didn't agree last night, because I could have sworn you said that. Yeah, I want to hear that, because I could have sworn I heard you say it didn't make a difference last night.
Well, let me preface it, because you got to have the context of what I was saying yesterday. And I started off saying that with the Brian Broaddus comments about how Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy was such a very volatile relationship after the Green Bay game, and they were really at each other. And he had also mentioned that inside the building that Kellen Moore was thinking about quitting. I said this last night. He quit on us before the San Francisco game.
Yeah, you're right, Coach. You're right.
Thank you, Coach. He did.
You're right, Coach. That's why the game plan That's why the game plan was the exact same game plan offensively
from
that it was
2021
to 21. And then I prefaced it with about when I said Davis was not going to help us is because he wasn't going to use his running backs in that game anyway. He ran them the same amount of times he ran them in 21. Pollard had 7 carries in that game, and when he got hurt, they only gave Zeke 2 carries for the rest of the game. They had 17 carries for the whole team with running backs the whole game. And it was nothing creative about his game plan. He just threw his game plan together. He had already had a job before he even got off the field in San Francisco. That was already in the bag.
Hey, coach. Hey, coach, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say this up.
I got you now. I got it, coach. I apologize.
I'm gonna say this up. He came with a weak game plan, and that San Francisco defense was already ready to go. And
he was checked out. Kellen Moore.
He was already checked out.
If we believe what Brian Brother said about the relationship with them, he had already checked out. He was in California. He had already, because he got a job 2 seconds after. He had already had a job before they let him go. He had already contacted the Chargers. He was in California. He didn't leave with the team when they left. After the interviews after the game, he didn't sound sad. He had already checked out, and he gave a BS game plan with no adjustments and said, "Hey, sink or swim, players. If you sink, that's all right. I got a job. I'm gone."
Now,
and look at Coach Mark.
Hold on, Mark. I can totally. Well, I don't have factual, but I can agree with that. How he checked out, because if we were listening to the way Broadus was talking now in that interview, it all makes sense how the season was going towards the end. Now it gave more clarity to me. A lot of us were already feeling now, but it just gave the clarity to say, okay, there was that infighting that we really did think that Green Bay game where we all, let's say, I'm not gonna say we all on the panel, but we all were pissed at that game. We can all say that Green Bay pissed us the hell off, because there's no way in hell we should have lost that damn game. Even with that phantom penalty, there's no way we should have lost that game to Green Bay. And so to hear about that friction, about how it happened and how that went proceeded, I can see where, if you're talking about the Malik Davis, yes, I get where you saying, Rico, they should have played him because he would have helped the team. But as what Coach says, the way Kellen Moore was already being goofy anyway, he wouldn't have used him properly coming off the bench anyway. He wouldn't have did the right thing with Malik Davis. He wouldn't have gave him carries. He wouldn't have used him in the screen game. He wouldn't have made him effective where it would have helped the Cowboys, because his mind was already gone like, I don't care if we win or lose, because I already got me a job regardless or not. That's what we say. Oh, man.
And I want to say this one other thing. I want to say this one other thing right quick, fellas.
All right.
Do y'all remember when Mari Cooper had the interview? I think it was on Ball Show, and he said, during the week you already know if you're gonna get targets or not. During the week, you already know how the game gonna go on Sunday.
And that what got him. And Coach Moore,
this might be the rift that you might have had with Davis. Davis might have said himself, this is a stupid ass game plan that we going into San Francisco with.
He ain't lying. He ain't not lying.
Hey, Big J and Coach Neil, I'm gonna tell y'all something. In 2021, when we had 2 minutes and 51 seconds left, and we still had a chance to beat 49ers, and he come up with them dumbass plays, and we didn't go down the field, I was like, oh my God, if they bring him back, we're gonna lose again. They brought him back, and look, did y'all notice, Coach Moore, the halfback coach got fired. Everybody got fired. That was the Garrett staff. They got rid of all them sorry fucks. We didn't go nowhere with them.
Think about it like this.
Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead, BJ. Hold on, Coach. Go ahead, BJ. What you got to say?
I was just gonna say, once Paul got hurt, look, forget what Davis got on the field and done. They ran Zeke wrong the entire rest of the way. When they were calling the number for Zeke after Paul got hurt, it was dumb. It was dumb shit, low key, right? the other side, in the McCarthy, in the antithesis, the beef, right, when it comes to Kellen Moore, if you really go back to week 1 and they lost the game and everything, honestly, if we really go back and listen in that week after that game, exactly
Tampa.
what McCarthy was saying, the problem was there. Forget Green Bay. We were all pissed off about Green Bay.
Nick.
Yeah, and what happened?
You're right,
we
Nick.
all pissed off. Actually, though, McCarthy literally was pissed off week 1. He said, hey, well, I was a play caller because Paul didn't get used week 1. He said, man, in my play call sheet in the top side, I just had 10 plays that said Rice. I got these 10 plays. I got to get this guy involved. I got to do this. What else did he say? I don't like option routes.
No,
Vocal about it.
No,
Vocal about it that week. And then when Cooper Rush got in there, guess what happened? The option routes disappeared. The problem was the buddy-buddy system because Dak and Kellen Moore are really good friends, and slowly and surely you watch the damn option routes come back in, which hurt us with Jalen Tolbert last year and everything else. And boy, how about this salute about McCarthy? Shit, how did he keep this fucking cool throughout the fucking year? Fuck, excuse my language, can we cuss here, James? I don't know. It's John, I don't know what fuck Kellen Moore. He don't want to shit. Michael Carter's ass told y'all week 1. Hey, man, what the fuck this guy is doing, I'm not with. And everything kind of played out from there. I digress.
I was already pissed about that game regardless, because when Zeke got in the game, no screens was set up. And I was like, what are they doing? You ain't going to be able to run straight up on that front. They went straight head to head on that front.
Are you serious?
Let me tell you something. Eagles ran the ball 43 times against San Francisco. They averaged 3.7 yards. But you know what they understood? You had to be committed to run the ball to be able to get the long passes.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And listen, listen, when we left last year, 21, 2 years ago, and all us complaining about, saying, man, how Tony Pollard only had 7 touches in the whole game, and he was one of our most explosive game players. Don't you know he only had 10 touches, 7 carries, and 3 receptions in this game?
Right.
Yeah, right. Right.
But you got a pass happy OC though. When you got a pass happy OC, and that's what he's like. He has to pass.
But here's the problem.
We ain't gonna really say he was pass happy. It was when
Cowboys ran the ball 48%.
Yeah, I'm just saying we ran the ball.
Script on the run game.
It's the thing that I would say that when it's the thing that bothered me about Kellen Moore is when we really started kicking people's butts or kicking people's ass.
Yep.
It would be like, why are you going away from it? It's kind of like you beating somebody in a damn game, right?
Yes.
You whooping somebody in a damn game. You killing them, dog. Then all of a sudden, you know what? Now I want to get tricky. I'm going to throw a double reverse on your ass because, you know what? Because I can, because I've been whooping you. And it's like you throwing a whole monkey wrench in the whole offense and the flow of the offense when you're doing – you got a great flow, right? We've seen it time and time again. We're going down the field. Just marching down the field. And then out of nowhere, you see some crazy-ass play. One play, crazy-ass play. And you like, what the hell did you just do that for? And then next thing you know, now it's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 15. We had a first down. Now it's 3rd and 15. Now guess what? Turnover. And then we mad at Dak because now you called a dumb play and then there's a turnover. Now everybody mad at Dak because you did something stupid. And now it's making it look like the team is bad because you're making bad play calls at the wrong time. It's like, what are you and we're all in our heads like, I know we ain't coordinators, I know we ain't coaching the game, but damn, dog, can you not see what you just did? You just threw the whole train wreck on the whole damn drive.
That sound like
Go
ahead, Smoke. Hold on. Go ahead, Smoke.
Like a guy playing PlayStation John, man.
Go ahead, Nick. That's great, Nick. I don't want to forget that. I know I got to. Go ahead, Nick.
Okay. Oh, I was just gonna say that's when we go back to last season, right? We're talking about before the Packer game. This is why it was happening beforehand. Remember, Kellen Moore came out in the first 3 or 4 weeks, like, yeah, shucks, I gotta run the ball 30 times.
Right.
Yeah, he sounded like he was mad.
Yeah. Guess what though? He was running the ball ineffectively. That was the problem. Right. His run schemes were trash.
That was the problem.
But he was being forced,
yes.
And this is the problem. So McCarthy's like, hey, bro, you got to do this more. What are we talking about? So Kellen Moore on the back, he was like, all right, cool, I'm just going to do it. But it was dumb shit that they were running. And how they were
like
running.
You just running just to sake the run, to get your runs out. Like, right. I'm going to get my runs out. Now I'm going to go back to what I want to do.
Right down the middle.
Yeah,
right down the middle. Right down the middle.
Right down the middle. First and second down. Okay, Dak, third and 8, bail us out. And James, we had this conversation for years now on the back channels. Is they don't want to run. They want to run the ball. The problem with Kelvin Moore has always been your run calls suck. Just be honest. And that's
the run combination started.
And once he got forced, whatever. Right. And once Mike McCarthy put his foot down last year, Kellen Moore said, okay, cool, I'm going to give you these runs. And Smoke just said, all right, we got these runs. It's 48% now. All right, now let me air this bitch out. It was tons of problems in that run things.
But see, Smoke. But see, I said that to say this, Coach. When we played Tampa Bay, you seen the floor of the game. They thought Tampa Bay defense was going to do us in. What happened? He was dialing it up, running bootlegs with Dak Prescott. He was running bootlegs with Dak Prescott, especially that beautiful bootleg he ran on the goal line.
You know what it is, though, JT? You know what it is, though, in my opinion? Hold on. You know what I say? In my opinion, I'm going to let you go, Rico. I feel like, you know it is, when you feel like you know you can kind of beat somebody, you coach the game different. You'll call the game different when you feel like you can beat them. When you go against a team where you feel like you can't, you don't know if you can beat them. You know, we saw it in Garrett. The conservative, you start getting conservative. You start, I'm gonna pull it back a little bit because I don't know if I can beat this team. So you call it the game differently, and that's why I would always be pissed with Garrett, because that conservative nature would come out of him, like teams we know we will whoop. We like, oh, we know we could beat that team, but we talking about teams that we may struggle with. Let's see what you gonna do.
Yeah,
and that was the problem, and I think that was that tree of the Linehan, the Garrett, and the Moore thing. That's what I felt hindered us from taking it to the next level. So now we've all been talking, we finally got that out the building. And so now I'm honestly, like I said, I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid on the whole team. I love the way the team is. But that defense though, I'm drinking all that on the damn defense, dog. I'm drinking all the Kool-Aid on that. You know why? Hold on. I'm going to let Rico go after this one. You know why? Because people don't really realize we have Micah Parsons. People don't really understand it. Dog, we have somebody that don't know teams have. And because you have that, and it's in the third year of Dan Quinn, Micah Parsons, these guys together, how you going to tell me this defense ain't going to be crazy and you just added people too?
What I said, James, year three. Did I say year three?
Go ahead, Rico.
I said year three.
I'm going to tell you.
Go ahead, Rico.
I'm going to tell you, though.
Go ahead, Rico.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this about this team, man. I love the fact that all the buddy system people is out of the building now, because now Kellen Moore is gone.
Let's go, Reek.
Even though I hate to say it, Zeke gone. Now it falls on that offense, falls in Dak Prescott's lap. It's between him and Mike McCarthy. See, I want the Troy Aikman type of attitude to come out of Dak Prescott. He got the leadership skills, but I need that dog when shit getting bad and he cussing at people on the sideline, walking up and down the sideline, trying to pump his team back up. They get their heads back in the game. You know what I mean? Because he's a good motivator, but I need a pissed off motivator sometimes too. Because him just walking his ass to the sideline, him walking his butt to the sideline, and most of them games when he doing some old dumb shit, when he get threw it out of bounds, fell on the ground, and you know what I mean? Because sometimes it's good to just take a sack. Or throw it out of bounds or slide when you run. I want Dak to protect himself as much as he can, because we need him. And that person like that Micah Parsons, like I'm gonna switch off Dak. Hold on, I'm gonna say this about Dak. I need Dak to play more pissed off sometime. That's what I want to see out of Dak Prescott. I'm tired of him just going to the sideline.
He looked that way to
putting
me.
his head down and still looking stupid on the sideline, or got that stupid look on his face when he throw an
can't say that,
interception.
Rico.
He don't look that way
I can't
now.
say that, Rico. I can't say he comes to the
The
sidelines.
reason
I can't say he comes to the sidelines with his head down. Dak is continually always talking on that sidelines, always talking to the team, saying, hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, I made a mistake. Let's go, let's go. Let's get it back together. I always see Dak do that. So that's more Tony Romo.
Okay.
That's more Tony Romo, what you describing right there.
I'm
That's
say
not Dak
that
Prescott.
dumbass look. I don't see Dak with that dumbass look on his face that he messed up. But my thing is like this too. I respect Dak for being a great leader for this organization, for this team, and he's the brains of the operation far as we go. My thing that I love about Micah Parsons, I'm gonna switch gears about Micah Parsons, is what I heard the last interview I just heard a little bit today on a show earlier today, Sky and Vox. He was basically saying that he was telling people like Sam, yo man, you got to cut people's heads off to get where you want to get to, man. If you want 10 sacks this year, go get it. Because we need that second or third person on this defense. When Micah Parsons go out and sit down, when Micah go sit down and take a breather, I don't need the defense to miss a tick. I want everybody to keep breathing.
I don't think they will, Rico. I don't think they will.
Yeah, that's my man right there. Alongside Michael Parsons, I need to see a lot more. I need to see a lot more. I need to see a lot more Sam Williams all day long, because I know what that boy capable of doing. Now on the offensive side of the ball, let me go to the offense first. It's not Dak Prescott, because you can't have a great quarterback unless you got great coaching. It all starts with the coaching, baby. The coaching got to step up. If they step up, Prescott gonna do what he got to do.
Oh yeah.
I just need him to stop turning over.
I don't think
stop turning over the ball like
those turnovers. I don't think everybody keeps talking about those interceptions. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not thinking about that. That's my least of my concerns. That's the media. That's the media hyping his turnovers. Dak ain't never been a turnover-prone quarterback. If anything, I have yelled at Dak to throw the damn ball. Be dangerous. I don't give a hell. So I wasn't mad when I saw Dak being aggressive last year. I wasn't tripping. That was the media overhyping that. If you look at his career before that interception season, Dak was never. He was always holding that ball, not trying to turn over the ball, not trying to make the mistake. So I don't know where people's talking this.
You got his stats for 7 years. If you look at his stats for 7 years, it's not even nothing. It's not even compared to all these damn greats, bro. It's way better than them guys.
Listen,
way better.
My last thing, because I got my pizza just showed up. Let me land here. And number one, and I said this before. I said this before. The number one concern for me for Dak is 3 straight years of these missed games. It's health over turnovers for me when it comes to Dak. I know it's kind of stake bitten. They maybe feel like it's in different injuries or whatever. That's cool and all. Man, you got to stay healthy. That's that. Number 2, you can be a great leader. We go all the way back to Dak's rookie season. Even Jason Witten on that team in 2016 talked about Dak and his leadership. Here's the thing, though. In our everyday lives and what we do, right? You can be a manager, a leader, but unless you're empowered, you don't have the final say. And I think the biggest key right now in what's happening is Dak was never empowered with Kellen Moore. But what we've heard from everything from Mike McCarthy, hey, I don't want to be a guru. I don't want to be the special play caller. He has to own the huddle. It's about him. I want smart Hall of Fame quarterbacks to go out here and do their thing. I'm going to call the plays quick so we can get to the line so he can make the changes to do those things. What I'm hearing is Mike McCarthy is going to empower Dak Prescott, possibly
that's what I'm hearing.
And those are the things that really matter. Salute to y'all, James. I know you be coming on here. I've jumped in touch before.
Yes, man. I'll talk to you later, brother.
Show some support for sure. Shout out to Smoke, Marv, Rico, everybody in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna eat this pizza though. Y'all be safe. Boy, tons of Cowboys content coming. Tons of it.
All right.
Appreciate you, dog.
Okay, let me
Enjoy,
Appreciate you, BJ.
Let me play. I gotta get out of here. Let me say one thing right quick. I love what you know, big game. You know, I always support you, man.
I appreciate you.
A lot of people, man.
Hey, Coach. Before you finish that though, I got 8 kids lined up in the next 2 weeks. 8 kids lined up, and you gonna love them. I got some dogs coming, but just to let you know that.
That's
you know what I'm saying. Just to let you know that I got some dogs coming. So make sure you check them interviews. But go ahead, Coach.
That's right, man. I'm all over that because it's a very important, man. But I just want to tell Cowboy Nation, man. The first foundation of building a football team, and this doesn't mean you're gonna get to a Super Bowl, but this is the first foundation of building a football team. You got to have one mentality, one tempo, and one identity. Mm-hmm. We did not have that last year with the Kellen Moore thing, with the the struggle inside the building. Mm-hmm. Your defense was a different set of, they had a whole different mentality and tempo than what the offense had. This is what McCarthy wants when he talk about complementary football, but he wants one mentality, one tempo, and one identity. And now I think the coaches together have that. That's the first foundation. The second thing is what you said about coaching, about bringing a quarterback, is you can have a quarterback, but you have to fit the quarterback in the system that fits him. Troy Aikman couldn't do what Steve Young did. He couldn't do what Dan Marino did. Mm-mm. But he could do and win championships with the things that Jimmy Johnson put around him. And he brought a guy in Norv Turner that brought out the best in Troy Aikman. And this is where I think Dak is now getting the chance to have a different outlook, which it makes a quarterback better when he has different. He's been living with Kellen Moore the Scott Linehan thing his whole career. Now he's got a different voice, and he can utilize 2 different things to get to the next level. But the thing I've always said, and y'all think about this, and this is the theme for this season, McCarthy is going to make the team around Dak, make them detail-oriented and efficient, which will make Dak efficient. If you listen to the interviews, Martin, every interview that I'm watching, you hear the locker room interviews, every offensive player mentioned the word details probably 3 times in every interview they said. So you know that that's being stressed to them. Details makes efficient. Details makes you efficient, and efficient makes games because you don't beat yourself. And that's what we want to do, because we got the talent, Big Game. You're right. We got the talent. Only thing we got to do is be efficient, because we lost 3 games last year because we beat ourselves.
Right.
Jacksonville won up. Jacksonville won up.
So if we transfer that over to the point we don't beat ourselves, Big Game, you might have to get that Kool-Aid. You might have to stir it a little bit.
I'm gonna be stirring it. Hey, I'm already drinking the hell out of that. I'm drinking that Kool-Aid on the defense.
With your hands, homie. With your hands, too.
I'm staring at every time I open the refrigerator. Every day I just look at it on the whole team.
Just don't
beat defense. I done poured all kind of cups, because I just feel like this defense, like we've been talking about, Coach, before you go, it's year 3. I don't know why year 3 is just ringing loud to me. But you got year 3 with Quinn. You got year 3 with Michael Parsons. I mean, you got a lot of that year 3. And the fact that he came back again after teams wanted him, Dan Quinn, and he came back again, to me, if I'm a player, right, and I love my coach, and 2 times they tried to pull my coach away, and he came back and said, I'm rolling with you guys. Let's make it happen. You know how much harder I'm going to play for him? Do you know how much harder I'm going to play for him? Because you don't see that type of loyalty in the NFL game. Coaches, players, they see that money and they go, hey, I love you, dog, but I got to get paid. A lot of times these coaches don't come back. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't think Dan Quinn was coming back both times. So the fact that he came back both times, that tells me this shit about to be special, dog. This shit about to be special, dog. If you came back this time, it's about to be special. And you know, Michael was like, hell yeah, you coming back? Okay, yeah, I'm about to really turn up my third year, and I got my same coach. I don't have to deal with a new coach, a new system, somebody to learn and change my game. I can be free, play how I want. Dog, how is this defense not going to be super crazy in 2023?
And you didn't get rid of nobody.
Hey, Big
And you didn't lose nobody. You didn't lose nobody at all.
I'm a tough guy here, but I want all y'all to do something for me, man. To challenge one of the guys I think is going to be one of the greatest, can be, I ain't say yet, can be one of the greatest unique defensive players that ever came through the NFL. But if I can sit down with Michael Parsons, if he said he want to be impact, let him be the first 125 to 135 tackle guy, 17 sacks and 3 interceptions. Those stats have never been done by a line or a defensive player in NFL history. If Bobby Wagner can have 125 sacks, 125 tackles last year at 30-some years old, and 6 sacks and 2 interceptions, why Michael Parsons can't have those numbers?
I feel you.
Yeah, you're right.
I feel
you're right, Coach.
I totally agree.
Salute, fellas.
Salute.
Great talking to y'all, fellas, man.
I'll be talking.
All right, Coach.
All right, so we got about 10 minutes left in the show. What's up, Smoke? Talk to me.
So you remember how you was talking about Kellen Moore doing silly stuff at the wrong time? Mm-hmm. You remember this play? I know y'all both remember this play. JT, I want you to jump in on this after this, right?
Yep.
Remember that play that they did that? It was at R30, and they threw it at Cedric Wilson, and he tried to toss it back to Pollard. Yeah. Remember that? I was so sick after that play, man. I'm like, Kellen Moore, what are you doing, bro? Like, and he did it. He didn't do it just once. He did it a couple of times in different games, bro. And I'm like, this guy he has no clue. He has no clue, bro. I was right. I was almost done with trying to watch the Cowboys play after that play right there, bro. That almost made me bust down and say, I'm done. I can't do it. Till he's gone, I don't want to watch him play no damn offense at all, bro.
Hey, well, like I said, we ain't got to deal with that no more, and I'm so glad.
You
know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to my guy, Dwayne Brown, for the $10 holla. Says, sorry I'm late to receive my notifications, but support as usual, and we appreciate that. But it feels, like I said, JT and Smoke, like I said, it feels good because, you know, I just feel like I'm not saying this year is going to be epic. You know, I'm not saying Super Bowl, anything like that. But it just feels like as long as we stay healthy, dog, we really going to put some – I feel like Dak is going to have a phenomenal year. I feel like this team is really going to come together. I just feel like – and I'm not saying our record is going to be crazy, right? Like our record is not going to be like 15-1, you know, 16. I'm not saying that. Yeah, but our team, we're going to be a better team. You feel me? Like we are going to be a better squad. Like y'all understand what I'm saying? Like we're really going to be beating teams like we want. Like y'all know when y'all watch games and we're like, okay, yeah, we whooped their ass. Like you walk away from that game like we whooped their ass. But a lot of times we played these teams and I didn't walk away from feeling like that. You know, it was like we beat them, but we should have really just smacked that team. I feel like we're going to have the mentality of, I don't know. It's just a different, I can't explain it, y'all, but it's just, I feel like it's a different mentality. Now we got all the way from that Jason Garrett stuff, getting that Kellen Moore remnant out the building. I feel like now we're more focused. We're more set to let's make this happen, and there's more camaraderie with the Dan Quinn and Mike McCarthy. And we found out when we brought us on the show, like I said, we thought there was infighting. We had been talking about it on the Final Word a lot, but we didn't confirm it. But when Broadus came on, it felt good that he confirmed what we had been talking about, that there was the power struggle. There was the back and forth, and that was one of the reasons why I feel like this team was You said it, Rico. When the coaches ain't together or whatever, it's weird. It's a dynamic. Coaches, and I think you said it too, JT. When the coaches are together, the team is so much better. And I feel like you got that remnant of Kellen Moore out there. Now we can go ahead and move forward and be great.
We was off balance. We was off balance, big game, Jane. That's what it was. We was off balance. We need to get on balance, have our offense and defense on balance. Yeah. I want Quinn to come with a better game plan for them teams that you know you're going to struggle with. That's my problem. I'm like, Quinn.
I don't think we're going to struggle with nobody, JT. I don't think we're going to win anybody.
Look, that's where I'm at.
I think that's
where I'm at.
I think our defense is, I don't know, like I said, y'all, I don't drink Kool-Aid.
They're scary. They're scary.
They went into another gear, man. They went into another gear last year, at the end of last year, man. Especially after that beating that we got by Washington, but a lot of people keep looking over that beating. I look at that beating as some real stuff. It's like they told us, like, okay, y'all got it this year, but next year we're gonna be right there with you.
Washington,
hit the quarterback.
Yeah, hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
We got to rumble with them boys and the Eagles. Damn, our division. Period. We got to rumble.
I'm gonna keep it real, right? I hope the Cowboys didn't forget that Washington game last year, especially how Sam Howell was talking and running his mouth.
Oh yeah, he told ass up.
I hope they didn't forget that. And you right, Rico. You know what I'm saying? That game, even though it didn't mean anything, I don't like the way it ended. I hate Washington, so I don't like losing to them, especially like that. And the way they're running off. It didn't matter if it was insignificant. I don't like the way that happened. But to your point, Rico, you see how our defense played in them playoffs, though. Did you see how you know what I'm saying? Our defense,
they turned up another notch.
Defense took it to another notch. And just like you said, Rico, you've been saying it for the last couple of weeks. Our defense, it made me one of the reasons why I'm drinking the Kool-Aid, and I'm agree with you, Rico, is based off that San Francisco game. Yeah, we had our issues offensively, and we knew when Tony Pollard went down, but that defense showed me something in that San Francisco game. Dog, it kept us in the game the whole time. Every time, even when our offense wasn't doing anything, our defense would come right back and get a 3-and-out or get a big knockdown pass or get a, pressure on the play. I'm like, that's what I'm talking about when your defense can keep you in the game all the time, no matter what. That's exciting because you're always in the game. And I feel like that defense right now is that type of defense, and it's going to be special. Especially
it's better now, though, Big.
I know.
It's better
I agree.
now.
Especially
it's better now.
If Sam Williams, you said it, JT, if Sam Williams takes that next step this season, it's over.
Yes, sir.
It's over.
Yes, sir. Over. And that's why I need Sam Williams on the field more. I need him on the field more. Because if he would have been on the field, get the 49ers, I swear to God. I swear to God. Brock put it with it 8 straight dirt, man. Straight dirt.
Hey, Big Jane. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell y'all something. That the offense, y'all gonna write this down. The offense is gonna be scoring 30-something a game. With that new structure they got, it's more dangerous. It plays right into Dak hand, that play option, play action. And today, Cook caught a bomb.
I know.
They
say saw that.
Dak Prescott so happy. He like, man,
I got speed.
The same
He's like, I got speed.
Every time.
He's like, I got speed.
I know.
He said, I can find it somewhere deep, and I got somebody.
But he's been at it.
Huh?
He's been at it. He just had nobody to call play the
boy. Like that.
He ain't had it like that, though. He ain't had it like that.
He had Cook type speed, dog.
No. We had Cedric Wilson. We had Cedric Wilson.
But you got Jimmy, the 4-3.
We had Turpin. We just never used him.
But I feel you.
They never do.
But here's the thing.
That dumb Kellen Moore
is fast, but I'm gonna be honest with you. He's not Brandon Cooks fast. I'm just being honest with you.
No.
Brandon Cooks and Turpin had a 40. If they ran in a race, I'm betting on Cooks every time. Just my opinion. Turpin has the more quickness, the inside, the moves, the herky-jerky, the start and stop. He has that that's going to really get you. The deep speed, the long speed, that's what Cooks offers. And that's scary. That puts the pressure on the defense. And then, like I said, when we got somebody who can take it deep, that's when CeeDee Lamb and them guys can really work you underneath. Because you got to respect that speed deep. CeeDee Lamb was already killing you in the slot last year. Imagine what he's gonna do with a guy that got some speed.
Speed. Underneath game all doggone day. This is what I was trying to get them to do with Dez Bryant. When we had that speed, seeing Dez Bryant underneath, but we gonna do that with Cooks and CeeDee Lamb. You seeing CeeDee Lamb underneath now, and that's all day long. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it.
You gotta have some yak monsters, boys. Some yak monsters on this team, buddy. You gotta have some yak monsters.
Hey, Big Gang, you better get ready to get that Kool-Aid ready, baby. Because
I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm not scared to drink the Kool-Aid. I just don't want to be like, because I believe in this team. And like I said, I'm not saying Super Bowl, championship game or nothing like that. But I just feel like this team is different. And I don't care about the naysayers or anything like that. I know of myself, I watched enough of my team to understand when it's different or it's like the same. Okay, yeah, this team is good, but we ain't. Y'all know what it is. We've seen the Cowboys enough. You feel me? We've seen enough of this team to know when we started with the season, we wasn't winning shit, right? But we didn't want to say that. Mm-hmm. You didn't want to jump out there and say that you want because you didn't know, right? You don't know because you don't know the future. But in your heart, y'all all tell me you never believed you was ever going anywhere with Jason Garrett. Facts.
Facts. You don't want to go nowhere with Garrett.
That dude made me mad every time I watch the game. That dude, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I hated Jason Garrett for a long time.
I don't know.
Rico, you jump a pass?
As far as football, I couldn't stand him because I knew we were never gonna win. And we had 10 years of that, y'all. Do y'all understand? We had 10. You wasted Ezekiel Elliott, half of Dak's career. Zach Martin, Tyron Smith.
There's two.
Come on, dog.
Romo.
You feel me?
When you had that front line like that with Frederick, that offensive line was built on 3 first-round picks, and we still didn't get the job done.
Yeah.
And all we had to do was replace our damn right tackle. We never did it.
You know, the only thing like that kind of like I want the season to hurry up and start is because I don't want none of my veteran linemen to say, "Out, it's time to retire." I don't want to hear that shit like Frederick did, man. That broke my heart that season. I was like,
I know. I was mad too. I didn't lie to you. Fred had a lot. Fred had a lot more to give.
He had to sit out that year. When he had to sit out that year, that hurt my soul. And I was like, because Travis Frederick was like the Rock. Y'all feel me? Like Travis Frederick was our rock, dog.
He was the glue.
He was the glue. You know what I'm saying? Like he really was the glue. Like he kept everything together. Everybody just loved Travis Frederick. Was just an animal, dog. Like he just was the ultimate.
Man, taking everybody.
He was the ultimate professional, in my opinion. It was the ultimate professional. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I don't know, man. Before we kind of get off, I want to get y'all thoughts. You know. We've been hearing about Jabril Cox, right? And I just want to let y'all know before we go any further, we got Kyle Humans coming on the 20th. Kyle Humans is going to be on the final word on the 20th, and then we just got Michael Gehlken as well. I don't know what day he's coming on, but we got Michael Gehlken, we got Kyle Humans, and I believe we got somebody else, possibly Aisha Morrison. We'll see what happens with that. But so we got some people coming in that's going to really talk to us about. But y'all remember we all been talking about Jabril Cox, right? Well, and even remember when we had Brian brought us on, we were talking about Cox wasn't getting it. He just wasn't learning. He just, he's just not getting it. We hear yesterday he had 2 pass breakups, basically sealed the game. How do you feel about that with Jabril Cox? How do y'all feel?
They got a lot of
Go ahead. Go.
I'll let you go. Go ahead. Go, Map. Go. Hey, go ahead. Go first, Map.
Yeah, they got a lot of weapons. You don't know where they come with because Cox back to his normal, and then you got the new kid from Texas with that speed, 230, running 4.5s, 4.4s. They don't know where you coming from, so that's gonna make it dangerous for Michael Parsons. So, man, you don't know who coming. They're gonna be getting sacked. I'm talking about they finna get killed, y'all. Trust what I tell you.
Yeah.
That's what I tell you.
I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real right here. All these pieces we got, all these was key pieces. Cox, Who the other boy? LSU. Who the other boy for LSU, James?
Clark.
Damone. All these little key pieces was adding up for Quinn. With the Cox already, he out cover outside linebacker. You already know these are depth chart sub in. We got people tired, we gonna sub on in. If he go, that's what I'm saying. Hey, look, this what win championships right here.
Depth.
When you got a championship formula like this, Cox, Damone Clark, all these LSU Louisiana boys, I'm like, they talking about Philly and what Philly got. They ain't seen what we got.
They hyping up the Philly, youngsters, but
our defense. They went and got Jordan. They went and got the Bulldog defense, but they ain't seen what we got.
They haven't seen what we got. And I don't know about y'all. They had Mozzie and Jonathan Hankins together on that front line. And boy,
that's another one. We gonna get it.
They had Bohanna. They had Mozzie and what's his name? Same time. Three of them.
Big J, did I say that? That's the starting 3 tech. I told you.
I told you. I'm trying to tell you. And Hankins looked big. Like he looked like 340 big. Like you feel me? 350 space eater big. And they keep saying, and listen, they interviewed Jonathan Hankins. I think Patrick Walker interviewed Jonathan Hankins because I was gonna post it. And he kept on giving glowing reviews to Mozzie, saying that dude is strong. You feel me? Because I think he did like 33 on the bench on the 225. He had the most reps.
He
had the most reps in the combine. Man, and here's the thing. I don't think Mozzie is going to have a crazy statistical season, but he's going to have a very good season, if y'all understand what I'm saying.
He's going to get 6 sacks.
Like, I don't know about no 6 sacks now. But
I'm picking 6 sacks.
I will say he's going to be doggish. He's going to be doggish for this team. Y'all understand what I'm saying?
Big James, get with the big line up there.
Go ahead, Rico.
They had Mozzie.
Go ahead, Rico.
You know what? Now, I don't mean to cut you off, man. Check this one out. This is all I want from Mozzie. And this is all I want from Mozzie. Stuff the middle. Clog up the middle. When the quarterback tries to step up into the middle, you're pushing his lineman into his lap.
Yes.
When the running back is coming through the middle, push your man in his way.
Yes.
So now you got Van Der Esch, you got Clark. If Micah back there, whoever's back there, we gang tackling everything, and we trying to hurt you. So we don't want you to run nothing no more. I'm tired of this team getting ran on like we sorry like that. I'm tired of these people running up the middle. I don't want that no more. And that excitement that Micah had when he got drafted, that's what I want to feel on Sundays and Thursday night and Monday nights when people trying to run the ball on us. That's it. That's all I want.
I feel you.
Big Game James. They had the big lineup. They had your boy Bohanna, Hankins, and Mozzie at the same time.
All 3 of them at one time.
Hey, don't forget that other gym. Hey, don't forget that other gym we just drafted from where the boy from? San Jose State.
I'm about to get to him too.
Don't forget him.
You're right.
Don't forget about him.
I said he might be down the line, but he has a motor and he's cock strong. Dog, man, hey, man. Our defense got a lot of people, y'all. Our defense got a lot of. That's why I'm drinking the hell out of the Kool-Aid.
Use these juice we got,
Kool-Aid, dog.
And Big James, you got Philadelphia people. You got your boy on the Friends show you do with him, Philly show. He's nervous, Big James.
I know he is. He don't want to admit it.
He is nervous.
He don't want to admit it. I can't wait. And here's the thing. That's why y'all got to make sure when we do our Best of Enemy show, when Philly play Dallas, y'all got to be deep in the building. Because, dog, I need to see that Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott. I'm tired of hearing all that noise about Hurts. I'm tired of hearing that noise about him, dog. And I want Dak healthy, and I want to whoop their ass with Dak. And I want to hear
simple as that.
I want y'all to shut up because that's all y'all.
I'm tired of hearing about
right
that
now. Y'all feel me?
I'm tired of hearing about that defensive front they got.
Man.
That's all they've been talking about that too.
Gonna whoop that
Eagles, we got that defensive front of football.
Defense. Dallas, Dak owns Philly. We're gonna whoop that defense.
And we're gonna hit them over the top, Big J. Yeah. They finna get killed. They scared to cook y'all. Don't let them fools show y'all. Because if anybody else in the draft got cooked, they be bragging. And they know. The dude even said on the show the other day, he said, man, that guy got 6,000 yards. That's one of the most dangerous receivers in the NFL. Y'all sleeping. That's that Dallas got a dangerous receiver core now. That's dangerous.
We really do. I mean, we have a lot of things. Go ahead, Rico.
That running back, man. I just want to say one thing, man. Oh, yeah. Jabril Cox, they do need to substitute him in and out on this defense. I don't want him to sit on the bench any longer. Like, if it's between Cox and all them cats or Clark, whatever, let him get some burn in the game. That's one. And the other thing that y'all was arguing about the other night with Delvin Cook and Ezekiel Elliott, I love Zeke. But give me some Dalvin Cook in this offense,
y'all
man.
Y'all gotta feel me when I jumped out there and said Dalvin Cook. Can you imagine? Let's keep it. Okay, let me just keep it real. Man. All right, now I've been on this Dalvin Cook thing for a while. If y'all been watching my Twitter and follow me, I've been on this Dalvin Cook before they were even talking about when they were basically maybe talking about him getting released. Listen, if you got Dalvin Cook, and Tony Pollard for 1 year,
that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
Are you serious? People don't understand that. If you have both of them guys in the backfield, you got Dak with our offense, with our receiver. Because Dalvin Cook
is dangerous.
I posted a video where I was featuring Micah Parsons when we played Minnesota. But I kept watching Dalvin Cook, and I kept on saying, look at Cook. Do you see why we should get him? He gets skinny. He runs still aggressive. He still got that breakaway speed. You got both of them guys with, it's over if we get Dalvin Cook. If we got Dalvin Cook, it's over. It's over.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, and you know, McCarthy also said that we're going to change up our zone scheme this year. So we're changing up a zone scheme for a reason. Trust me. Because think about it. Look at all the backs we got, bro. You got Pollard. He was selling his own street.
They could get skinny. Just like that. Big Game James said.
Deuce Vaughn ran nothing but zone scheme in Kansas State. And he was a beast there, bro, with that. Man, we got speed. We got speed backs that power that can run the zone scheme. Even Limke can run his own scheme, bro. He can't freaking get more than a yard. Everybody keep talking about, we need Zeke.
Nah.
Y'all keep forgetting about this big-ass ox we have right here, bro.
I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know who's saying we need Zeke. I'm going to just keep it real. And I'm not hating on Zeke. I promise you, I'm not hating on you, Zeke. But I'm cool on Zeke. You know what I'm saying? If it happens, that's cool. I ain't going to be mad. But you know what? I'd rather go another route. You feel me? And I get it. Cook may ask for some money. But if you can make it happen, make that happen because, dog, for 1 year, if you trying to get the chip for 1 year, you trying to get the chip for 1 year,
all in.
That's an all-in.
We're all in. We do that.
That's an all-in.
We're all in. We do that.
That's an all-in. That's telling me.
I know.
Dalvin Cook, ain't no doubt about it. Y'all want to win a Super Bowl this year.
Oh yeah,
that's of course. That fully. That has me so. I'll drink Kool-Aid. If they sign Dalvin Cook, I'll drink Kool-Aid. I drink Kool-Aid on home.
Hey, Jared Jones always looking for the chip. And I forgot, Smoke, you brought up a good thing, Smoke, because I forgot about the ice cream on the cake and that dude Vaughn. Vaughn is the icing on the cake because when they got everything covered, they forgot about the little short man coming out the backfield. That's that West Coast. That's that West Coast offense for you.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something. When they played today, all on TV, it's scaring everybody. Our defense was confused with that offense. Our offense confused the shit out that defense today.
and
did you hear?
Yeah,
they was confused.
They said that offense was on fire today. And that's what I'm excited for because now it's going hand in hand because we already assumed that we knew the defense was already going to be good. But if you see that offense banging with them already early and then even going into camp, that makes you feel good heading into the season that this isn't going to be something that's going to take 3 or 4 weeks to really catch on. It can hit the ground running week 1, and that's week 1, because if this offense hits the ground running week 1, NFL in trouble. That's all I'm going to say. Now,
for real. It's going down week. It's going down week 1 in the Meadowlands. Sunday night.
We gonna whoop their ass.
We gonna whoop their ass.
So we gonna whoop their ass.
Sunday night.
I don't know about it, but we gonna whoop their ass. For real. I'll tell y'all right now, we gonna whoop Giants' ass. I'm just. I
feel bad for them.
We gonna whoop their ass. Now,
hey, Big J. And they always picking San Diego to beat us. We gonna whoop the shit out of San Diego. We gonna whoop the shit out of San Diego.
That's gonna be a good game, though. I think this is gonna be a good game. I do think that's gonna be a good game. I want it to be a good game. I want that to be a good game.
Yeah.
I do.
I think that Giant game gonna be a good game. I think the Giant game gonna be a good game.
It might be. No, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, Rico. We're gonna whoop their ass week 1. We're gonna come out. We gonna come out blazing.
You think so?
I feel so.
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like our defense. Because I feel like our defense is gonna be all up in there. I think week 1. I'm gonna just call it right now. Micah Parsons is gonna have 2.5 sacks, like 8 tackles, forced fumble. It's going to be that type of game for Micah, because you remember how Micah said, it ain't about sacks with me. I want everybody to know how my impact to the game. I want sacks, but my impact. Yeah. And I think that's what you're going to see the week. Y'all remember, and I'm going to close it with this because we can head off. Y'all remember when we played the Giants with Emmitt Smith? We won the Super Bowl, and then the next year, Emmitt came in and the Giants were talking all that trash. And Emmitt came in and ran for like 192 yards, 3 touchdowns in New York.
Oh, yeah, that was the contract. That was the contract year.
And I was just like, and you were like, okay, yeah, we about to whoop ass. You see what Emmitt just did that week 1? It was almost like he was letting everybody know, this is our stuff. And I feel like that week 1, Micah Parsons is going to establish himself as this about to be a special year for me and this team. I really feel that way.
He already knew when we got. He already knew when we got Moses Smith.
I think they're a little tougher than they was last year.
Big J,
I never said no shit like that.
Big J, see what they gonna do.
We gonna look a little bit better on paper. They just look good on paper a little bit over there. I ain't saying they're gonna do nothing, because I need all my wins. Because I want to go to Super.
I feel you. But
what's gonna happen, Big J? We're gonna win this Super Bowl.
I would love that.
And they're gonna get that defense coach. They're gonna give him a $4 or $5 million. $5 million to stay. He gonna stay. He want to just coach the defense. I'm telling you, he ain't gonna.
Well, I hope so.
He gonna stay.
Well, I hope so. I hope.
Dan Quinn already had unfinished business.
Yeah,
he already had. That's why he came back.
Hey,
he had head coaching job. People trying.
You know what, JT? You just said that, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna promote that unfinished business. If you
unfinished, let Philly fans know. Let Philly fans know. Big game, Giants.
Unfinished business. Because
you better tell Law Nation that too. Unfinished business, baby.
You tell Law, you tell Bob, tell all of them the same thing, baby. Same thing. Unfinished business.
Cowboys, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what it feels like. It feels like it's unfinished business. That with Quinn, just like you said, Quinn came back because you know what? I could go to another team, but I got some unfinished business right here in Dallas. I don't like how we lost over here. My defense was killing y'all fools, and I don't like how we lost. My team is going to be even better, so let's go ahead and get that popping, y'all. So we're getting ready to close it out, but I just want to tell y'all once again, if y'all ain't doing nothing tomorrow, Best of Enemies podcast is going on tomorrow, and I'm going to bring the pain because we're talking about rosters, Philly and Dallas, and I'm going to go hard on them. So make sure y'all in there. Like I said, we got Kyle Humans coming on the final word on the 20th. He'll be on the final word, so we'll get a lot of good noise from that. Also, we just got Michael Gelkin as well from Dallas News. He's going to be on the show. We don't have the date ironed out, but that's coming. So it could be consecutive weeks. And then we're trying to work on Aisha Morrison and a possible player. So we got all that coming up in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm really excited about that and excited for the Best of Enemies podcast. Let's go. Let's get it out. Do y'all have any final say before we get up out here tonight?
I just gotta say, man, we got the best podcasters in the game, best nation in the whole goddamn sports world. Hey man, thank all you guys, you know what I'm saying, on this panel, and the people that left a little early, but you know, Cowboy Nation, stay up. Let's do this. The quest is 6. Unfinished business, baby.
Unfinished
Here,
business,
unfinished
baby.
business. I'm with it.
Unfinished business,
There
baby.
you go. There you go. Hey, I'm gonna leave it like this. I need to be on that final word, big game, James. Tell all nation what it is. I need to get with OC them and see what it do. Cause hey, unfinished business, baby. We in Cowboy Nation. Let them know I need to be on that final word, god dog.
Yeah, man.
Unfinished business, baby. Unfinished business.
He real. I need to be on that final word because you know me, Cowboy gonna come on there and tie
Man,
your
you
ass
need to
up.
be on a firework too, buddy.
Big Dave. Hey, I want to tie them up because they be pissing me off. I'll be on there. Oh man, I be want to talk so bad. I'll be like, get me on that show. And I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. Hey, Big J, make sure you let him know. MJ is Stephen Jones too. He don't give a fuck. I'm a Cowboy first, but get the player. Try me a river.
I feel you.
Baby.
Hey, well, you know we're going to be doing it again next Wednesday. We're getting closer and closer to camp. Yeah. I think I'm going to be going down there again this year. And I told me and Marv we're going to talk and we'll try to hook up. But I think I'm definitely going to be down in Dallas when they have camp. And I'm going to try to get there in Cali. But, man, I really appreciate
Come to Cali, man.
Yeah, for sure. But I really appreciate all y'all, man, and make sure I really like when y'all come on here. So please continue to come on here every Wednesday. Y'all continue to bring life to the show. I love having y'all on here. Y'all bring me smiles. Y'all make me laugh. I love when y'all come on here. So please, I'm telling y'all, I'm asking y'all this as content creator. I love what the energy y'all bring to this show on Wednesday. So I really love when y'all come on here. So please, on every Wednesday, if y'all can put this out of your schedule at 8 p.m. Wednesday nights, we're going to be doing this. Please take it out of your schedule. I love when y'all have on there. We're going to be talking more Cowboys football. We're going to be getting deep into it when the season starts. Just imagine how much fun we're going to be having talking about the team when the season started. We all can be on the panel. So please make sure you take out Wednesday, 8 p.m. Every Wednesday, take it out of your schedule so we can make this pop and make it happen. So for myself, Big Game James, and the panel, and JJAANN, we'll talk to you soon. I'm out, y'all. All right? Peace. Love y'all.
All right.
Unfinished business, baby. Unfinished business, baby. Unfinished business, baby.
Don't forget, James. Unfinished business. You tell them that now.
Yeah.
Let them know.
No complain.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it back. All right,
Let them know, Big
Yes,
James.
sir.
Let them know.
Yes, sir, for sure.
Tell all them. Yes, sir.
Appreciate
Good show, brother.
Appreciate
Salute.
Y'all.
You got my number? 206-370-2190.
Got you. I'll talk to y'all soon, man.
All right, family.
Peace.
Yo. Peace.